Oh yeah, RealLifers, what's going on? This is Ethan with another video for you. So today I'm going to talk to you about a subject that a lot of English learners hate to talk about, and that's phrasal verbs.
Is this real life?
So whether or not you like phrasal verbs, they are a very important part of the English language. It's something that sooner or later you're going to have to learn, and better sooner rather than later. So what I notice with a lot of my students, they're Spanish speakers, Portuguese speakers, any Latin-based language, they like to use a lot of cognates. So often there are a lot of words that exist in English that are the same as a cognate in your language, but it's just not very colloquial. And a lot of times in these situations, there exists a phrasal verb which is much more colloquial that we use all the time. So today, what I want to do is give you 15 new phrasal verbs that you can add to your vocabulary right now, which will make a big difference in you speaking, sounding a little bit more natural, like a native speaker. Alright guys, so let's get started. So the first phrasal verb for you is carry on. So carry on means continue. You could use either of these. Both of them are pretty colloquial. But carry on, a lot of times, someone will ask you, oh, what are you doing? Like they're kind of concerned about what you're doing. And then they would say, once they hear your answer, oh, okay, carry on. Continue with what you're doing. So carry on is just a little bit shorter, faster, and you're going to hear people use this a lot. Next you have hold on. So this you might hear as an exclamation, someone telling you, hold on a sec. So what does this mean? This means wait. So for example, you're talking on the phone with someone, maybe you're talking on the phone with your mom, and you're cooking at the same time. And all of a sudden, you notice that the rice is burning. You say, hold on mom, I have to just take the rice off. I'll be right back with you. So you can use this in any situation where you would tell someone to wait. We use it a lot. The next one is watch out. So this is another exclamation. You say watch out like be careful, or in any situation like this. So for example, you're with your friend walking down the street and you're about to cross the street. Your friend steps into the street and you grab them because a car's coming and you say watch out. So a lot of times English learners don't really know what to say in this situation, and they'll just make some noise like ah, ooh. So don't do this, use watch out. Okay, so the next phrasal verb is come up with. So you come up with something. What does this mean? So come up with something is to invent something, or to think about something, to come up with an answer. So you use come up with when you're trying to figure something out, when you're trying to create a solution. So for example, if you have some sort of problem and you don't know the solution to it, you could say, oh, I'll come up with something. I'll figure something out. The next one is get along with someone. So get along with someone means that you have a good relationship with them. So I could say, what do you think of Tom? Well, yeah, I like him. I get along well with him. It means that it's a person who you have something in common with. You like this person as a friend, and so you can say that you get along with them. Or maybe you don't get along with them. I don't like Tom, I don't get along with him. So the next one is fed up. So we say fed up with something when you're completely sick of something. You can't handle it anymore. You could use this about a thing or a person. You could say, for example, I'm so fed up with those Twilight movies. They're just so stupid. I don't like the Twilight movies. I'm fed up with them. If anyone else talks to me about them, I'm going to punch them in the face. Hopefully you're not that aggressive. I'm not. The next phrasal verb I have for you is try on. So this is, for example, when you go to a clothing store and you see a t-shirt that you like and you say, hey, I think I'll try that on, see how it looks on me. So try on is to put on some clothes to see how they fit you, how they look, and things like that. This is very helpful if you're going to go shopping. The next phrasal verb I have for you is put away. So you put away something after you've taken it out, you have to put it away. So for example, after you wash all of your dirty dishes, you have to put them away into the cabinets where they go. Next is another one with put, and that's put off. Are you a person who puts a lot of stuff off? I generally am. It means procrastinate. So, for example, in college, I would always know at the end of the term that I would have a big important paper due, and the professor tells you the very first day of class, but I would always put it off until the week before it was due. I would usually spend a lot of nights researching in the library, looking for certain books, and writing these papers every time. I'm crazy. The next one is look up. So look up literally could be look up, but here I want to give you a more colloquial definition of this word. So look up means to search for something, to investigate something. So for example, do you know any good Chinese restaurants here? No, but I'll look one up on Google.